Consider the function f of theta equals tan theta plus 2. We're going to graph the function f theta. We'll do it here. Describe how the graph of f theta compares to the graph of the parent function y equals tangent theta. Well, let's make a very rough sketch of y equals tangent theta. Okay? Magic happens at pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. Okay? It has a period of pi, which means more magic happens at 3 pi over 2 and negative 3 pi over 2. You're going to have vertical asymptotes at all of these period numbers starting at pi over 2. So here, here, vertical asymptote here, here. For regular tangent, you have inflection points on points directly in between the vertical asymptotes, okay, on values directly in between. On the right side of your inflection point, you have something that's concave up, concave up, concave up, concave up. On the left side, it appears to be concave down, concave down, concave down, concave down. That's what tangent looks like. Now, how does plus 2 change things? Just shifts everything up 2. So the same thing's going to happen here. Pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, negative pi over 2, negative 3 pi over 2, still going to be my vertical asymptotes. However, my midline is now, and I guess it's not really called a midline, but for lack of a better word, my beginning is going to happen up here. So the same exact behaviors are going to take place. So we'll put a dot there, we'll put a dot there, we'll put a dot there, we'll put a dot there. To the right of the dots, we have something that appears to be concave up, appears to be concave up, appears to be concave up, appears to be concave up. To the left of the dot, it appears to be concave down, concave down, concave down, hugging these asymptotes. So it's the same thing, but shifted up 2. And that's how I describe it. Identify the locations of all the vertical asymptotes of f of theta. Now, I am not given any domain restriction limitations. So this is where I have to be very, very, very careful. Part C says write a general formula. So for me, identifying the locations, it's basically at pi over 2, every pi after that, every pi after that, every pi after that, every pi before that, every pi before that, every pi before that. Now, a way we can write out the general formula is these are vertical asymptotes which are in the form x equals. One of my vertical asymptotes is going to be pi over 2. The next one would be plus a pi. And the one after that would be plus 2 pi. And the one after that would be plus 3 pi. Or we could go backwards and say minus a pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. So what we're going to say is our general formula is going to be x equals pi over 2 plus k pi for any integer k. So I can add 1 pi, I can add 0 pi, I can add 4 pi, I can add negative 8 pi. But that is the general formula for that. You might see some other teachers make it as an n pi, and maybe another way that they'll write it out is they'll write it out for k can be anything in the integers. It all depends on what teacher you have, but that's how I write it out personally.